Okay, hang on. Make sure that it's not backwards is the first of four. Oh yeah, it is super backwards. That green arrow needs to go towards the shit you want to make. So reline up, mulligan, sun was in my eyes, lag, dog had a seizure, goldfish is drowning, also may have subsequently caught fire. Insert random excuse here. Going on again, Nerd Paraders? Thank you guys so much for coming back to hang out with me today. We're back in Satisfactory, and we're going to teach you how to do some fancy OCD building tricks in and around your factory, so hopefully this video is going to be very useful to you. We're going to kick this off here with just a couple of minutes, but before we do that, introductions are in order. I am Nick, guys. This is Nerd Parade. Welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for coming to hang. Now, when I say OCD building stuff, I don't mean this over here. This is our very first factory, so to speak, where we come down and land on the planet and we set up. This is to be ignored. What I want to show you is what's inside this beautiful structure. The beginning or baseline of our factory that we're building from the ground up. Now, we've done a couple of things here, if you're catching up in the video series from the last episode. We've done a couple of things here that you're going to notice are new, and we actually did this on live stream because it was quite a bit of work in one small area, and it was a bit tedious to do it on a video series because it would have honestly taken us probably something like 30 videos just to get done what we did on the live stream. And what that is belt management. Belt management goes a really, really long way in OCDing your factory, and it's kind of where we're making sure that this shines. So what we have here are 4 entry points for iron ingots. What we're doing with our iron ingots is we are smelting them now at the source. Like we're bottling them at the source, like that water that I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's bottled at the source. Fiji? Fuck it, who cares? Anyway, we're smelting at the source. We're gonna climb up here on our little ladder side, and we have 3 of them running in, and 1 of them that is actually unfilled yet. We're gonna fill it, we just need to find more iron veins to mine. Once we get to that point, we're gonna fill them all up, but we did this really, really, like, nicely. It's just pleasant to look at with the wall-mounted conveyor belts, and it's just something that I'm really, really excited to show you guys because of how nice it looks. Now, one of them didn't quite make it up due to the, well, terrain interference. However, we tried to make it as matching as possible. You know what? I'll kill that. Boop. Now it looks even better. It's matching. Looks all super nice. We're OCD friendling up almost everything as best as we can. Over here, we've redone the mines, I guess you could call them. The no, not a quarry, that's stone. There's the mines. We'll call them the mines, the iron mines. We have several of these that we've mined. I'm using the word mine a lot, I feel like. We've got several of these, and they can't be super OCD here to this point, but when you get to the smelting, they can be. You can make it like lined up super nice, and the way that we're able to do this is with foundations. So foundations are going to be your best friend when it comes to OCDing up your factory. Place these down because structures will actually snap to the foundations really, really well, and then you could place and pick up what you don't necessarily need to make things like this, where the belts are matching, it goes in, looks nice, and feels great. I realize I just said goes in and feels great. Get your mines out of the gutter. I'm also going to get mine out of the gutter. We're going to ride our little factory belt over here to the second one that we have. This is another iron entry point. It's going around the side. We tried to make everything kind of snap up to the side. This has to do with the interior of the base. Now, on the other side, you saw 4 entry holes. On this side, we have another 4 entry holes. Both of those sides are going to be iron. One direction is going to be making plates. The other direction is going to be making rods. This is the rod entry point. We need to get more iron nodes to harvest and feed into that before we have a full-on rod production. But I'll show you the inside of the factory here in just a moment, so it's all nice and feng shuied, and make sure that you have different layers and tiers of production. Now, what Satisfactory really offers you that a very similar game to it, I think maybe like the spiritual predecessor, is Factorio. What Satisfactory offers you that Factorio does not is a 3D environment and vertical building. Factorio, you have to do everything on like kind of a flat area and loop it around and so on and so forth, but with Satisfactory, you can go on that Z-axis. I think it's X, Y, Z. You could go on that Z-axis and build vertically. So we're really trying to embrace and take advantage of that, and hopefully this will give you some ideas and inspire your factories as well, so you can kind of make use of your space. So this is the base layer of our factory. We're going to be going up for future builds. The power situation is not super OCD friendly yet. We're going to be fixing that as we go. Another input of copper. Actually, that's our only input of copper currently because we have it spliced into one node. We have a copper vein going to here and a second copper vein over here, which is running along the side. This is, I wish I had my jetpack for this, but I don't have that researched yet. And splat. Oh, my baby ankles. We have this side where a space elevator is. More things running across. So there's iron over there going literally all around the base. We're trying to make it clean. We're trying to make those conveyor belts clean and not clutter up the area. So that's what the goal is here. Power is over in this general vicinity. And I'm going to show you our copper situation, because I'm really quite proud of how that turned out. The copper situation is super awesome. Again, ignore all this. That is eventually going to be removed. Once we've got everything inside, we're just leaving it running for the resources that it's currently producing. Sweet, sweet catwalks, secret entrances to things, but we're moving over here, singing along to the music, boo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee. And we have this! So this one was a little precariously placed. We decided to run the smelted copper, smelting at the source again, very, very convenient, through to here. Copper runs up there, splices together into the one line, and then inside we're going to have it converted directly to copper wire. That's the exterior of the base. This is what you might have missed in the last episode, or from the last episode to this one. It was done on live stream. It took us about 4 hours to really get done, but had we done it in an episodic thing, it quite literally would have been something like 8 episodes. So we decided to compact it, we decided to live stream it, and we ended up coming up with something pretty OCD friendly and nice. So that's why Nerd Parade has your back with all of your OCD related builds, anything that you may be interested in trying to do with your factory, all while making it pretty. We've got you covered. We're going to go into the secret entrance here. This is just for activities, random things. I don't know what we're going to end up storing here, because there's not a lot of small structures in Satisfactory that I've seen, but we're going to get there eventually. Enough of my rambles. We're going to actually try to build something here now. So as we have things pumping in, this is the base of our factory. This is the basement, so to speak, of our factory. Now, in the basement, we're going to have tier 1 related crafting things. Iron is crafted into metal plates, iron rods. We're going to have copper being crafted into wire, and that's really it. But we're going to have many sources of it. Iron plates, 4 sources, going all the way down to the end here. And then on this side, iron rods going all the way down. So again, it's going to be very OCD friendly. I got to get rid of this one misplaced foundation because it's driving me bonkers. Boop. And you should be able to duplicate this for yourselves if you guys are interested in doing that. Now, what I'm going to show you is some of our very OCD-friendly storage. We can always upgrade the storage at some point to, like, the Mark II storages, but for now, and for convenience sake, we're maximizing our Mark I storages with this method here. So I'm going to build some now for you. We're going to go to our organization, storage container, and we're going to flop you. Okay, that should be right. Now, we have to do this 4 from the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be lined up. It looks like it is. Okay, it's perfect. So now we got to build boop right there. That's not actually right. Hang on. That was 1 off. We got to fix it. Let's line you up here like this. Okay, should be able to. Maybe here. It's got to be OCD friendly and nice. Okay, perfect. It's a straight line. Great. So now we have our straight line. This is our storage system. What this is doing is keeping our conveyor belts running and stockpiling ingots for future use. Now, this is kind of a checkpoint, like preventing a chokehold to where we get into crafting. And that's what we're going to be doing here, is we're going to get into crafting. These are going to be iron plates. And what I'm going to do is show you the storage solution. The baggage claim center from the airport, this one is the baggage claim from hell. And I'm going to show you how to build one. So we're going to stack up 4 high. It's very, very simple. And then we're going to pull out this. The conveyor pole is our best friend. Conveyor pole, best friend. The reason why we like foundations is because everything snaps super nice and easy. It actually takes a lot of the eyeballing out of building, and you can make things OCD. Super, super awesome. We're gonna stack you up about five so high. And do I have enough for, oh, I got 14, that's a little low. All of our belts are being made into Mark II. Now that we're upgrading. We can upgrade to Mark III later and probably strategic points, but for now, Mark II, everything just for the faster speed and to stay kind of on top of production. These move up to 120 units per minute, and most things will, it'll overpower most things. Like, say, for example, a smelter will probably do 30 a minute, 30 resource production. But I digress. We're getting into building here, and we're looping it around. So we've got our perfect system to continue to loop, and we're going to leave our ladders and poles here, not only so we could climb up on it if we need to access something of this. These do have ladders on them, in case you need to climb up on them. But we're going to leave this here so that if we do eventually upgrade the belts, we have the frame. We have the framework. So I'm missing my iron plates. I used them all up here. But we would take this, boop, and we would go here, and then boop around into this one, and the same thing. Just keep looping it to here. And then once you're done, kaploot, down to here. All right, with some more reinforced iron in our inventory, we're ready to continue our little build. And we've spaced some stuff out here just because of how difficult it is to actually make sure things line up. So I'm going to go over how you could do it here for yourself with the constructators. Now, Mind11 is here joining me, making sure I don't mess anything up, as well as tasering me, so it feels good. But this structure right here, it's going away. It's ugly. Of course it's going away. We can't have this in our OCD friendliness. So this is here for one reason only: scaffolding and snapping. We're the king of foundations. We must use foundations for all of our snapping related purposes, and I'm not going to be able to get it with that one, so let's try a smaller one. Okay, we'll use the half foundations here, and this is for a merger. What we're doing here is putting a merger down with our logistics. Merger is going right here in the center. I don't know why I'm talking like this, like Zoolander, but it's happening. So the merger is going to take these two top ingot storage boxes and bridging them into one output device. We're going to put another one over here to match these. And you may be asking yourself, why the hell are you doing that? You have 4. Make 4 lines. We're future-proofing. The reason why we're doing this is for when we are able to upgrade our constructators with overclocking and Mark III belts. We don't necessarily need to upgrade our storage capacity to Mark II, but we can do that later in the future as well, assuming they're kind of relatively the same size. But we are future-proofing. We want more storage than it necessarily takes to put out in craft because of those overclocking and higher tier belts. Anyway, we're putting these down because of the snap. Foundations make everything snap oh so absolutely perfect. Okay, this is lined up. I got the line of telling me it's lined up. Break it down. Break it down.
It's backwards.
You're backwards. Is it really?
Both of those are backwards.
Shit, is it really? I didn't even look. I honestly just placed it without even looking. Okay, hang on. Make sure that it's not backwards is the first of 4. Oh yeah, it is. It is super backwards. That green arrow needs to go towards the shit you want to make. So, reline up, mulligan, sun was in my eyes, lag, dog had a seizure, goldfish is drowning, also may have subsequently caught fire. Insert random excuse here. Make sure this shit is not backwards. I told you mine was here to make sure that I didn't screw anything up. That one is definitely not backwards. Boop. 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 Break it down. Break it down. Rambo's here to make sure everybody gets tased. Oh no! Is it too steep? It needs to come back a bit, doesn't it? Oh god, that'd be ass. It might be a touch too steep. Yeah, it's too steep. It needs to come back 1. I'll break it down. Continue our foundation snap. And we want to leave that up. That's the splitter. Want to leave that one there just to make sure that that does not do what we don't want it to do. Okay, you're going to line up here, I think. So this is one further. Let's do 2 further. Let's test this.
Nope.
Still too steep. All right, we're going to put it dead in the center, right in the plus sign. Right in the merger. Right in the merger hole. That should probably work fine. Aha, there it goes. Now, you may be asking yourself another question of why did you build this up on half foundations? Because we run into 2 steep issues, and it looks freaking badass. So, that's why we did it. That's built on half foundations just to elevate it ever so slightly, and you'll see how our top feed and bottom out, or I'm sorry, our bottom feed and our top out is going to come along. Destructor rotate this. We want to build this guy out. Oh shit, what happened? I'm encroaching. Oh, you pre-built on me. Oh, I gotta F your stuff. F your stuff in particular. Oh, it's still encroaching. I have to F more of your stuff, I'm sorry. I need these for snapping purposes. Oh, damn ass titty hell. Do I have to really break this whole thing? Stop encroaching on my shit. It's encroaching on my shit.
Really?
Now it's not encroaching. Why you gotta encroach on my shit, game? Okay. One more time, with feeling. I'm just gonna hotkey this. At this point, we're hotkeying stuff. Okay, right in the plus sign is where we gotta go. Right in the plus sign is where we gotta go. We need to have you over here in this plus sign. Okay, that should be perfect.
Not even.
It's not. Is it not even? I will fucking end you.
This one's the bad one.
The one we're looking at right here?
Yes.
That one I got it built by eye. So 6 and I need a thing. I need scaffolding. That's why it's not working. Goodbye. Pretty good instruction with tapeable video this is. Got it. That's even.
There we go.
That's even Steven. Shia LaBeouf is jealous because that's even Steven. Great. Oh, wrong way. Okay, that's going in. Is there a joke in here somewhere, like how many dudes does it take to get a conveyor belt working or some shit? I feel like that is pretty on point. Okay, now, mine is going and building crazy. He's gonna place down my conveyor poles here to make things go tall, and we want to get this to going. Oh, what? Wait, do you actually have to do that? Is it still too tall?
Yes.
Oh my god, we have to do a belt dance. Okay, so we're gonna belt dance this. I'd like to point out that all of these issues could have been avoided if we just went 3 high with these storage facilities, but we wanted to big dick it. We wanted to go 4 high, and this is the price that we pay. So we have to do loop-de-loops. With our belts. It looks cool. It's still even, but we gotta get it. We gotta get the metal ingots going to the bottom. Metal ingots go to the bottom so that they can get fed into the machine. So mine's already created one here. We're gonna create another one of these. Let me go around so you can see it. Upsy doodles. Okay, so the metal ingot is raw material, goes into the constructator, and plate churns out from the butt. This being the butt. And it will churn out here to the top. In order for us to get that to happen, we need to put in splitters. Now you see how the first one is built. Let's go ahead and put this on our 6 key. That's because I like that one. And you'll see how this is built. The way this is built is actually very, very crucial because you can't get it to place properly unless it is built like this. So pay close attention here. We're gonna scoot on over. We're gonna drop our splitter right here on. Okay, first and foremost, make sure that what you have is a merger and not a splitter, and you'll avoid all the problems that I just had. We want a merger. We're trying to place a splitter, but still place it in the exact same spot that you're placing. Right about here. That's probably pretty good. Just a little bit of black from the pole sticking out. Now we gotta go belt. Belt goes in. Okay, that's very important. Make sure that that step is completed. Belt has to go in before you start building your second merger, which is on the lower parts, right here, and you want to make sure that, gotta get a little closer. You want to make sure that the corner touches. I can't really see that very well, so let's finagle our way around. There we go. Okay, corner. I'm using a merger, aren't I?
Yep.
Top is merger, bottom is split. You know, I'm actually going to do this on my keyboard. We're going to do splitter is 7 and merger is 6. Okay. There. Now, line up the corner like so, ever so slightly. Boop. There we go. And our splitter will now feed into here. Again, merger on top, splitter on bottom. Don't confuse the two like I have just done twice. And you will have your perfect build. And tasering. Let's do that again. This time, more successfully. Okay, first, top, merger. Right here, just a little bit of black. And a little less. Okay, right about like so. Second step, make sure you've got your belt going. That actually needs to go, yeah, that needs to go out. So we gotta go here. Belt is now placed. Now we want our splitter, not our merger. Make sure the corners kind of line up. Belt going out. Okay. Again, bottom feeds, top is output, and you continue along down the line until you reach the end. Ah. We did it. It's kind of confusing, but if you watch this a couple of times, you'll likely figure it out, and this is the way you're going to have the most OCD-friendly construction assembly line that you could possibly have. It's a straight line, top is output, bottom is input, and you gotta boost it a little bit with the halfway foundations, and you get to do some really pretty conveyor belt twisty turnies if you decide to go 4 high with your storage. But if you go 3 high, you could avoid a lot of this shit. We just wanted a big ticket. That is going to do it for the episode today, guys. I hope you're really enjoying our OCD-friendly factory. We're making everything just absolutely as beautiful as possible. Rambo's touching on something very, very important, and it is now power. Power solutions. So our power solutions can go in perfect location as well. We can put them right here where the foundation meets, and it snaps up super nicely, and we'll be able to power the whole thing right down the middle. Power solutions are on point as well. We can kill these for now and continue to build our entire assembly line all the way down. Next is going to be getting tasered, and since these are plates, iron rods are coming in soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, if it helped you out at all, please smash the thumbs up button for us. Let us know that you like the stuff that way. If you haven't done so yet, give a slow clap and subscribe to the channel for some more cool videos, just like mine is over there. We're gonna slow clap with you. Good job, Nerd Parade. Video accomplished. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves out there. Stay awesome, and we'll catch you in the next one. And taste your friends.